I Am Refocused Radio is brought to you by Documation, service that serves. Technology solutions to keep you moving forward. Visit nation.com today. You are listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Hey, welcome to I Am Refocused Radio. We are here once again, and today we have a exclusive for you all. We're going to be talking to the one and only Christie Pearce Rampone and her new amazing book, Be All In, Raising Kids for Success in Sports and Life. So, Christie, we all know that anything is possible. I mean, you show that on the field and off the field. We all know your resume, 3-time Olympic gold medalist, former U.S. women's national soccer team captain, 2-time World Cup champion. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's a good day. Thanks, Maya, for having me on.
So your amazing book that is going to be teaching not just kids, not just coaches, but parents, helping them raise the athletes for success in sports and life. Tell us about this book and what is your goal for the readers?
Yeah, for the readers, Dr. Key and I teamed up together just to give back to parents through our experiences, playing at the highest level for 20 years, coaching at the youth level for 20 years, and both of us being sports moms, and Dr. Keen bringing the clinical background behind the why of sports and the mental side of sports. But it was a great combination. But we just wanted to give back to help change the climate right now of youth sports from this anxiety, pressure-ridden culture to just giving the game back to the kids and let them express and entertain us as parents.
And with all this that's going on right now, communication with parents, coaches, and their players is key, from college students to the high school students. What's your word of advice to parents out there when they're sitting down talking to their kids, when everyone right now is thinking about, is it safe or when is it going to be safe to get back to playing? That's
the key piece of sitting down, I think, as a family and realizing that, structure and routines have changed. Sports doesn't look the same. And just having that open conversation of what their relationship with sport is compared to what your relationship with sport is, and putting them in the best situation to be successful. And that's taking a break and just, staying fit as a family and working on the technical aspect, because you don't need a lot of people to work on a technical aspect of sports, whether it's, just getting to the skill set and then educating them, from the computer of watching games and analyzing games and just being ready and prepared for when it opens. Because it's a great lesson for, parents and kids is how to prepare in order to be ready for when everything does open up and we can start competing again.
And once again, you listen to I Am Refocused Radio, talking to the one and only Christie Pearce Rampone and her amazing book, Be All In, Raising Kids for Success in Sports and Life. So you face challenges. Tell the audience what's some quick experience that you have learned over time when you have faced a challenge and overcame it.
Yeah, I think my first challenge came when I got invited into the national team, in my early 20s, and I had been a forward my whole life in soccer, and I got transitioned to become a defender. And just that, fear of the unknown, if I was good enough to make it to that level and to switch positions and be around these amazing players that just won a gold medal. And it was just eye-opening to realize, that inner voice, I realized real early it starts to become negative. You're truly in control of that to turn it into a positive and have that belief within yourself first. And then it's all about building those relationships amongst your teammates and growing and making those around you better. And so I really took it from so much pressure on myself to perform and compete to allowing myself to enjoy it with my teammates. And in turn, I got better.
And you being a great role model for the young female athletes, what would you say word of encouragement to them as they pursue their dreams?
Yeah, they have to first and foremost have passion, but change that I can't into an I can, because I've had those moments when I constantly was saying, well, I can't defend. I'm a forward. I can't be a good soccer player. I went to college on a basketball scholarship, and just changing those words into positives and realizing right now is an opportunity versus a threat, and working on what you can and living your life that you can right now, and get all those negative thoughts and try to change it to positive. And that's what I'm doing with my children right now. Whenever they say something negative, I'm like, oh, how do we change that into a positive? Just because you are in control. You're in control of your life, and that voice will help you get through the tough times.
Mindset is key right now, getting through these tough times. Once again, you want to get this book, Be All In, Raising Kids for Success in Sports and Life. That is by Christie Pearce Rampone, and she teamed up with Dr. Christine King. The experience that you've shown on and off the field, it prepares you for this moment to educate not just coaches, not just parents, but everyone who's involved in this most important process, especially growing up. With sports, last question, when you see everything that's going on, people coming together, social distance, of course, but coming together mindset-wise to push forward, what would you say to coaches out there if they are able to have a season?
It's still a process. And remember that every day, counts, and that your players are not going to be the same players when they return, because there's been such a huge standstill. And even though they're getting fit and they're doing the right thing, they have to just take a deep breath and realize they'll get back to where they used to be, and just not rushing it and rushing their athletes. It's a huge mental game right now. And I think coaches should really focus in on that part of the game, because athletes will lack confidence. Performance anxiety is going to kick in because they haven't performed in a long time. But just be mindful of the body language that your athletes are showing you.
Once again, anything is possible. Be all in. Raising kids for success in sports and life. That is exclusive for Iron Refocus Radio. Talking to Christie Pearce and Rampone. We thank you so much, and we wish you the best.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks for listening to I Am Refocused Radio, brought to you by Documation. Documation is a full-service technology solutions company that provides IT, print, and software managed services. Headquartered in San Antonio, Documation has been serving customers across Texas for nearly 30 years. Visit Mation.com today.
The Deere Agency specializes in helping you understand your coverage before you need it. We offer all lines of personal and commercial insurance, including auto, home, and life. Contact Don Deere at 210-507-2169 and visit us at 7529 North Loop 1604 in Live Oak, Texas, or farmersagent.com/DDeere.
Are you pregnant and alone? You have options. The Sanctuary of Hope offers expectant mothers ages 12 to 22 a place to live, medical care, counseling, continued education, and options to raise your baby in a loving environment or help you with adoption. We want to help provide you and your baby with a bright future. Call us or email us today and let's walk through this together. 210-499-1554 or sohcares.org. All inquiries are confidential.
Hi, San Antonio. Need a barber? Visit our good friend Rico Rodriguez, the owner of Rockefeller's Barbershop in San Antonio, Texas, 1733 Babcock Road, and book your appointment today by calling 210-782-5188.